What's up, rejects? My name's John. This here's Greg. We're gonna watch some shit today, but first, thanks for tuning in. It means a lot to us. We're gonna watch something. We're gonna watch a trailer for The Book of Henry, which is the new film from Colin Trevorrow, director of the masterpiece Jurassic World and the lesser-known Safety Not Guaranteed. If you haven't seen that shit, it's a charming movie. I recommend you check it out. I'm gonna remove this wristband everybody hates. Who requested this, Greg? Why don't you tell us?
It's so funny how, to open up one app, just a bunch of different things just start like popping up and getting in the fucking way.
Your phone's like, what about this?
What about this? Oh, by the way, you only have 20% battery now. Mr. Eddie, Silent Gaming.
Oh boy.
Your silence is not silent anymore, Eddie.
Not now.
I once knew a guy named Eddie.
Eduardo.
He was actually the ex of a girl I was dating.
That's cool. Is he hot?
Yeah, I hated him for that.
Eddie.
Our legacy isn't how many commas we have in our bank account. It's who we're lucky enough to have in our lives and what we can leave them with.
Henry, remind me again why we can't put you in a gifted school.
Because it's better for my psychosocial development for me to interact with a peer group in a normal school environment.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Hey, Susan? I guess I could just set you up with direct deposit if that's easier.
I don't know.
Whoa.
You'll have to ask Henry.
You have to ask your 11-year-old?
Did our financial statement come in the mail today?
Yeah, I forgot to give it to you.
I don't know how you do it all by yourself.
Come on, I have Henry. Find me another male of the species who's more grown up than him.
I'd like to.
This story, it's about me, my brother, my mom, and the girl who lived next door.
Henry and Peter,
Nice.
they're lucky to have you.
And your father's lucky to have you too.
Stepfather.
Hank? Oh, she hates Hank!
You okay? I'm good.
Oh, shit.
To tell you something, and it's very important. Christine is in trouble. When someone hurts someone else, we have to make it better.
What's going on?
I'd hope to do it all myself, but that's not an option.
There has to be another way
Whoa.
to help Christina. Why, there's no
Mr. Sickleman is the police commissioner. I'm not going to subject him to public scrutiny without conclusive evidence.
Oh, he's gonna have to prove that he's guilty.
Okay, let's do this.
This movie is taking
Mom, everything you
turns.
need is right here. I'll be with you the whole time.
Cool.
I know what you've done. Henry documented all of it.
You think they're gonna believe?
It can't be left undone. No matter what, don't panic.
panicking.
A lot of trailer.
We have to make it better.
What the fuck?
Oh, Henry learned how to put together a sniper and built it for her.
Greg Hurwitz, eh? Where have I seen that name before? I wish when they flipped the page to the thing about like why there's no other way, I wish they just started playing Blur's There's No Other Way. That song, like, there's no other way, there's no other way. Because, that's a really good upbeat song for a family film like this, like families coming together to bring down the man. How heartwarming is that? This looks intense. What do you think?
I was so surprised when that trailer took a turn like that.
Yeah, I feel like I need to watch it 5 more times, because like the first half I was prepared for like, okay, this
it's
is like a...
family drama. This kid's probably gonna have to learn to leave his mom one day, who's like very dependent on him.
Or maybe he's got like a secret world in this shack thing out in the woods where he builds all this stuff. Oh, but it's a thriller.
Oh, it's kind of Disturbia. It's
And now they're fucking car chases and sniper rifles and they're
kind
face
of like
to face. And...
The Accountant meets Disturbia.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of trailer in this.
I don't know if this is based on something prior. When I was watching like the whole setup with, Genius Boy, I was like, oh, that's fascinating.
Yeah.
And then all that fascination kind of just it dwindled when it became so plot-centric about there's evil Hank next door doing some fucked up things to his daughter. I thought like they had a cooler story to explore with Boy Genius instead of this action thriller it like turned into.
Well, I guess that's what confused me. In the past few years, I watched more trailers than I ever have. And so, like, you know, over time, you get to start to pick them apart as art forms in and of themselves. I wonder about the whole movie in the sense of, like, the first half of this trailer takes its time and is, like, introducing you to, you know, just this little family dynamic and what their life is like. And then halfway through, when it finally, like, puts in the linchpin of the story, it just fucking rockets forward.
Yeah.
And you're like, what is happening? Like, what's the pace? Like, oh, God.
Well, I know you
So-
didn't see The Accountant,
No.
but I feel like I'm gonna feel the same way I did when I saw The Accountant, which was like the beginning of The Accountant, the first like half hour or so. I thought was really interesting. Ben Affleck in The Accountant, he's autistic, but he's a badass autistic dude, you know. And I thought that was cool that they really showed that how it's like how being autistic can really be a special gift as well. That focus and then
Attentiveness to
into the
details.
lifestyle he lives. And I thought that was all rather fascinating. And as the plot was going, I thought it was like kind of cool. But then when it became like, all right, you know all that fascinating shit, we're just gonna go plot heavy now.
Oh, really? It's become like, all right, here we go, cook them up. Yeah.
And I feel like that's kind of where this trailer is this movie might be for me too, where, oh, the first like half hour, this is fascinating. Oh, this like really specially like gifted dude, this genius boy. And, you know, he takes care of his mom's finances and all these things. Like, that's fascinating. She seemed like she's really dependent on him. Like she won't find a husband. She won't find a man to move on with. Like, oh, I have all the man I need with him right there.
Yeah, in a weird way, it seems like she's perfectly content in this little life that seems to work. Like, it seems like maybe it's a little lonely, but it seems like it works enough. Like,
I'm just not seeing how all those elements of him being boy genius are going to, you know, necessarily affect, like, show what, like, his special abilities on how he's able to take down, what the hell, Dean Norris is his name?
yeah.
Is how he's able to take down Dean Norris. Because, you know, she's like, he's documented everything. And I'm like, what, did you like some type of special documentation about this? Or?
Yeah, because that's the kind of thing I imagine that goes beyond, you know, just
Taking notes on what he's seen. and
just
stuff.
the makeup, but yeah, of your intellect. It's like, well, what's he like sneaking around? Does he have like advanced abilities to like crawl through air ducts?
Yeah,
and,
is
like,
he building something
witness
to be able-
injustices?
Yeah, is his genius stuff really being enhanced even more throughout the film? Because I'm like, the genius boy part is the fascinating part of the story to me. That seems to not really matter so much once it becomes.
By the time you get to the end, like, it doesn't. It seems like
Or Naomi Watts as a sniper all of a sudden, you know?
the trailer seems to forget it, and that's what interests me about trailers now. The more we watch them, is sort of like, what is this reflecting out of the whole movie? Is this a good portrait of what the movie might look like, just in a very sped up format, or are they trying to sell me certain themes?
Yeah.
Because I can see, like, this is one of those trailers where it comes together, I can almost see the movie being like that, but maybe it's not.
I'm one of Colin Trevorrow's fans.
I like
his
first
work.
movie.
I even like Jurassic World.
Jurassic World's fun. Like, I don't dislike Jurassic World through and through. I don't think he did like a bad job with it. Like, I feel like his direction's probably fine. I liked Safety Not Guaranteed. Like, that movie left more of an impression on me than Jurassic World. I'm interested to see a Colin Trevorrow joint back on this scale. Because to me, you know, like, Jurassic World is so big and has so many moving parts and so many people involved that I don't know if I want to just judge his career based on that movie, because it's clearly he's trying to do something else now. And I think his casting's cool. You know, there are a lot of, like, comedians in this who are doing, you know, what looks like a little more of a serious role. And Safety Not Guaranteed had that too. I'm happy that he's not just being blockbuster guy right now. You know, he seems like he's taken on, you know, going back, doing a small project before he goes and does the next giant thing. I think that he's got the chops, and there are definitely good people involved in this. I mean, Naomi Watts, I know she has misfires every now and again, but it doesn't seem like she just chooses anything for the sake of choosing
Nah,
it.
she
you know?
doesn't.
And she's a terrific actress. And, you know, like, Sarah Silverman's a pretty good dramatic actress, it seems like. She does a lot of dramatic work sort of off the grid. Or off the, like, mainstream grid. Some work for Dean Norris, you know? Lee Pace is in here somewhere.
I think it could be cool.
I just don't know what to think about this since the second half of the trailer kicked in.
I guess part of it is to throw you off, you know, because no one expects this situation to come. Like, if you're in the shoes of these characters, like where
Yeah.
their lives are where they're at, you know, where Naomi Watts and Boy Genius are at. They're not going to expect such a dark thing to suddenly occur next door. You know, it is a 2-minute trailer out of a full-length movie. The thing is, the trailer does show you a lot where, oh, they're going to have their conflict for a while of should they do this. He's going to find out more reasons why, and then they have that cool scene that I like that touch where in the Notebook it says, you know, why not doing this won't help her.
Yeah,
you
why
know?
there's nothing else we can do.
No, there's no other option. And him planning it out and everything like that. I can see it working together. There is a version of this that I could definitely see working with what I've seen.
Yeah.
You know? But there's also a version of this where I can see it not working.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
This trailer gets kind of unwieldy after a certain point.
It's both, where I'm like, part of me can definitely see it, and another part's like, I'm not too sure, actually. But it could be cool. It could be a fun, thrilling... If anything, it doesn't look like it's going to be shy of entertaining.
Oh yeah, totally,
Yeah.
totally. This is something that I'll at least keep my eye out for. You know, I'm curious to see how it turns out.
Let's just wait to see what Rotten Tomatoes says.
Yeah, and then
Then we'll decide if we should go watch a movie ever.
we'll let them tell us how to feel.
Subscribe to The Real Rejects. John, there's reasons to Jerry on
It's me.
Twitter and Instagram. He is the social media manager of Blumhouse and The Real Rejects. If that doesn't interest you to go over there and find out what that means, I don't know how else to say it. Goodbye.